and welcome to my video. This video is a makeup tutorial on a dramatic black and gold smoky eye look, so if you want to see how I created this look then please keep on watching. So I just quickly wanted to show you my new hairstyle, and I've also had my eyebrows lightened as well and I really like it. So for foundation I use Estee Lauder Double Wear in the shade 1N2. I didn't film it because I didn't want this video to be too long, but moving straight on to eyebrows, I'm using the HD Brows Browtec in the shade Bombshell. And we're just going to skip through the brows because everybody does their brows differently and it takes me so long to do my brows. But once I've finished filling in my eyebrows, I use a clear brow gel, and here I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is really good, it keeps your brows in place all day long. Today I'm going to be using the fabulous Amrezy palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm just going to be taking the shade Vanilla with a Sigma F70 brush, and this is just to highlight my brow bone. For our eyeshadow base, I'm using MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly, and I like to put this on using my fingers just because I think it warms the product up a bit more and it makes it a lot more creamier and easy to blend. Then I'm just grabbing some sellotape and just popping this on the outside of my eyes just to create a nice crisp line. Next I'm taking the shade Caramel with a Sigma E35 brush. I'm just popping this in the crease using this as a transition colour. I'm starting on the outer corner because that's where I want the shade to be the darkest, and I'm just slowly blending inwards. Using the same brush as before, I'm just taking a little bit of the shade Deep Plum, and make sure that you tap off any excess before you pop this on. So again, I'm starting the outer corner because that's where I want the colour to be the darkest, and I'm just blending that through over the transition colour. Then you just want to grab a clean brush. I'm using the MAC 217 brush, and this is just to blend those colours together, just making sure there's no harsh lines, and I'm mainly focusing on the outer corner. Then I go back in with the shade Deep Plum, and using the same brush I just want to deepen that crease a little bit more, so I'm just blending that right in the crease, just darken it out on the outer corner and just slowly blend that through. Using the Lorac Pro palette, I'm going to be taking the shade Sable with the MAC 217 brush. As you can see, I'm slowly building up the colours. I'm not going straight in with a black. I'm going in from the lightest colours up to the dark brown and then going into black because it's a lot easier to blend out. And it also gives dimension to the eye. So then I'm going to take the colour Deep Plum and just blend that all over the eyelid, just to create a darker colour for the black to sit on. Then taking the shade LBD with the same brush, I'm just going to blend that into the crease. And again, tap off any excess and just start in the outer crease and just blend. You don't want it to be too dramatic here, you just want to still try and make it quite soft, but just keep blending to make sure there's no harsh lines. And to also help with that, you want to take the Sigma E35 brush that you use for the caramel colour and just blend that through as well, just making sure that it's nice and soft looking. So once you're happy with that, I'm just using the Sigma Small Tapered Blending E45 brush, and I've gone back into the LBD colour and I'm just focusing this on the inner corner of the eyelid and the outer corner of the eyelid, and I'm just blending that and just using the middle part of the crease just to join them two colours together. Spraying some MAC Fix Plus on a E55 Sigma brush, I'm just going to take the colour Gold from the Lorac Pro palette. I'm just going to pack that on the middle part of the eyelid, and then I'm going to go back with the brush with the black on and just blend that through and just keep going back to the gold and packing that on, make sure that it's nice and fresh looking, just keep going back to the black, just keep doing this until you're happy with how it looks. To line the top lash line, I'm using Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner in the shade Black with a Sigma eyeliner brush, and I'm starting off on the inner corner, working my way out, finishing off with a classic wing look at the end. Now it's time to take off the sticky tape and apply some false eyelashes, and I'm using the Ardell Demi Wispies in black. So what I do is I let the glue dry a little bit and then I pop them on using some tweezers. Then going in with the shade Deep Plum, we've used this colour quite a lot on this tutorial, but using a MAC 228 brush, and I'm just going to pop that on the lower lash line and blend that through. Then I'm going to be taking the shade LBD with the same brush and put that over the top and make sure you really blend this through as well. Then I'm just going to take the brush that comes with the Amrezy palette. It's really good for blending out, so I'm really going to make sure that's really blended out. And I'm also pushing this into the waterline as well, so you don't have to use any eyeliner for that. And we want the lower lash line to match the eyelid, so I'm just popping on some gold, and I'm also going to be blending that out with the Amrezy brush as well. So mascara time, I'm using Jordana Best Lash Extreme Volumizing Mascara, and I'm just popping that on the lower and bottom lashes. For under eye concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Eraser Eye Concealer in the shade Light. So I'll just pop that on, and then I take a beauty blender and just buff that out at the bottom, pushing it into my skin. And then I'm using a concealer brush by number 7. I really like this brush. It makes it so easy to make that line look nice and crisp. So you just want to use a nice flat brush to make it look nice and perfect. To set that, I'm using MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in the shade Light with a Real Techniques setting brush. Now it's time for the glitter. I'm using NYX Glitter Mania in the shade Gold with some glitter fix glue, and I'm just popping this on the inner corner. And unfortunately I didn't film myself putting the glitter on because my card was full. So here's a preview of what it looks like. Time for the face, and I'm using my favourite bronzing powder with a Real Techniques contour brush. This is the first time I'm using this brush, so at first the contour was really strong and bold, but I just buffed it out and just blended that through. And then for blush, I'm using another favourite of mine. It's the MAC Powder Blush in the shade Peaches. I'll let you into a little secret. This was actually the first MAC blush that I brought, and I absolutely love it. It's a nice, soft, girly colour, and it's perfect to use when you're using a dramatic eye look like this. As always, I'm using the Balm Luminizer to highlight with a Sigma F35 brush. So I just pop that on top of the cheekbones and just blend that upwards. Moving on to the lips, I'm using MAC lipstick in the shade Myth, and I'm using a nude colour for the lips because I want the dramatic eyes to stand out, and I think that the nude shade goes really well with the black and gold smoky eye look. And then I'm going to top that off using the Colour Your Smile lip gloss in the shade Nude. I really like this lip gloss. It's one of my favourite nude lip glosses. Last but not least, I'm using the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray just to hold my makeup in place. And that's the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you soon.